What is up, everybody? You know who this is. Let's just say that if the rabbi, your favorite rabbi, and the Buddha had a baby, it'd probably be me. What I want to talk to you today about, we're going to give a little bit of knowledge, something I've been doing in a while. I've been doing mostly my art videos. And here's what it is. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the universe and the gifts that it gives. Now, that kind of sounds hippie-ish, I know. And if you know me, like, I fucking hate hippies, but sometimes I realize you kind of become a hippie when you get older, as you become more enlightened, if you will. And the reason I'm going over this today is because, you know what, I had gotten sorry about the airplane there, I had gotten a text from a friend, and he's literally changed his entire life. Now, this dude and I, by all means and purposes, most people who are in our situations will probably hate each other. Him and I go way the fuck back, though, like way before the issues that we had. And I can't say the issues that we had because, you know, we did the shit together 100%. So, you know, for a while I was mad at him and he was mad at me, but you know what? We came together and we're brothers again. And that's the way it should be. And in a way, we're brothers more so through in a way through both of our, almost like our enlightenment, if you will. But and that's what I'm going to kind of go over real quick, you know. Everybody wants to, you know, they want to blame everybody else and shit like that. But here's the reality. Your life is the life that you made, you know, and you made it. Your choices, your actions, your decisions put you exactly where you are today. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that they are responsible for all the fucked up shit in their life. But you know what? You are. You see, here's the reality. The universe, God, whatever you want to fucking call it, gives you what you want. You know, it's kind of like that whole idea of the old devil, right? The devil himself would come to you and give you everything you wanted until you choked on it because you wanted too much, you know? And the universe, God, it's all the same shit. If you put out positive energy, positive vibes, and things like that, you'll get it back to you. You know, that's the law of abundance. You know, that shit's real. I've found that shit is real. If you put out negativity, everything, oh, my life sucks, this chick's gonna leave me, this dude's gonna leave me, my job fucking sucks, they're gonna fire me, or this, that, and the other. Wait, you know what? All that shit's gonna happen because you're putting it out to the universe. You see, here's the key. The universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is 100% indifferent. The universe does not give a fuck, nor does God. They give you what you desire. Now, what you do with it, now that is where free will, if you will, comes into play. But remember, free will is more of an idea as much as it is a reality. You have the idea of free will, but because the universe doesn't make mistakes at the same time, you know, and it's just reality. Put out positive vibes. Usually you always get positive back. It's only when you put out the negative that negative things will happen. It is what it is, you know? I mean, plain and simple. The day that I really feel that I myself, I don't want to say became an enlightened being, if you will, is the day I quit giving a fuck. And I know that sounds crazy, but I quit caring. I didn't care about other people's shit. I don't care about things I can't control, things I can't, I love to listen to them, I love to read about them and all that stuff, all of my conspiracies and all that stuff, but I can't control any of it. So, you know, I just have to go with the flow, and I have to worry about what my path is, my journey is. And it sounds very selfish, right? Oh, you're worried about yourself, your path, your journey, that's this, that's that. Well, here's reality. Your path, your journey is the only thing you really have. You come into this world alone, and you're going to leave this world alone. Even if you have other people by your side, it's your experience. Your birth, you got to experience it. Your death, you will experience it. Hopefully, you are part of both. You know what I mean? I know it sounds kind of fucked up to a lot of you, but the reality is you should be not afraid. Were you afraid to be born? Then don't be afraid to die. When your time comes, you know? You know, it's just all people make their path, right? And here's the thing. When I'm talking about the homie from earlier. Now, the universe doesn't fuck up. The universe puts every single person on our path. They cross our paths for a reason. And you don't know what that reason is at first, you know? Just like when bad shit happens to you, you don't realize why the bad shit happened. When good shit happens to you, a lot of times you don't realize why the good shit happened. It's usually, in my opinion, a lesson being sent to you by the universe. You will know it in hindsight, you know, like, oh, well, this happened. Oh, fuck. I fell down and broke my leg. That sucked. But it allowed me the time to become humble and realize what it's like for the people who are handicapped who can't walk. You know, it sounds like a fucked up way to look at it, but it is the truth. There's a positive in every negative, just like there's a negative in every positive. You know, it's just the way shit works. Like, take me. Everybody's like, Jason, you know what? You're kind of like the Buddha, blah, 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 blah. Not just because you're fat, whatever, right? But here's the reality with regards to my personal situation. And even my homies that we were talking about earlier. You see, I had to experience everything. I had to experience hurt. I had to experience loss, pain, lost love, desire, greed, confusion, addiction. But the thing I had to really experience was the concept of sin. All of the things that you shouldn't do, right? That's a sin. That's not good. Well, through all of these things, these experiences that most would consider bad, I considered them beautiful later because I learned how to be able to understand and to truly exist and feel that connection with all beings, regardless, all beings. Because of that, I am able to, this sounds kind of like hippie-ish and religious, but I'm able to actually kind of enjoy the light, if you will. All of the good things that happen. I love the connectivity that I feel with all humans. I don't give a fuck whether you're black, white, brown, green. I don't give a fuck if you come from Mars even. We're all connected in the universe. We're all made up of the same stardust, and whatever image you want to say, God's image, whatever I would like to say, the image that the universe has given us, we're all experiencing each other, and each one of us is experiencing each and every person that exists everywhere. It's kind of, it gets quantum and shit like that to really try to explain, but just know that we are all connected regardless of what you may or may not believe, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It is, to understand that that's what it means to actually kind of, in a way, to feel as an enlightened being, in a sense, is to know that you're connected to each and every living thing in the entire universe. We're all one, and I find it to be a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I want everybody out there to understand that you too can attain that. It's not something, it's a gift within, the true teachings say of Jesus, right? If you want to go Christian on it. I usually try to go more of a Jewish route, but the Christian route with Jesus, who was a rabbi actually, so it doesn't really matter. And if you read the Gospel of Thomas, which is supposed to be his original words, that you are to experience God from within, not on the outside, no churches, nothing like that, that you will experience God from within. And by experiencing God from within, you will become an enlightened being and understand the connectivity to everything, including that God. Okay? And I do believe that to be true. And now, here's the thing. I'm not trying to preach, I used to want to kind of almost be a preacher. Holy Church of Jasonism, the Book of Jason, right? But reality is that I don't know if I could pass it on right, because I believe you have to pass on knowledge. You can't pass on wisdom. And that's what I'm going to end this with. I'm not trying to pass any sort of wisdom that I have upon you, because wisdom only comes through one's personal experience. The Buddha could say this, right? This, that, and the other, but it doesn't matter, because the people who, unless they become enlightened beings, he can only pass the knowledge down, because his personal experience is where the wisdom came from. And whenever anybody tries to pass wisdom down, they usually sound like a madman. And that's not where I want to kind of go with this. But either way, I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick little preachy rant, if you will. Yeah, you are all connected. We are all connected. You are one with me. I am one with you. And if you don't believe that, hey, that's cool with me. You have the right to choose what you want to choose in that aspect. But all right, to my brother Brian, I thought of earlier, and I got the text from earlier. Much love, brother. You are my brother. Always have been. Always will be. All right, I'm out. So as they say from old Las Vegas, Canada, sorry. Peace out, as they say in Las Vegas, hasta luego, dale ciao, right? And as I say here in Las Vegas, deuces, I'm out. I'll catch y'all on the rebound.